I'm Dr. Jordan B. Peterson. Clean up your damn room. Stand up straight with your shoulders back and listen to the Patrick Coffin Show.
Welcome to the show. It's a dangerous show today. We're going to talk about a dangerous book published by Milo Yiannopoulos' new publishing house. I think that's the right word, house, structure of some kind, Dangerous Books. We talk about Spain, or maybe more accurately, Poland is a Catholic country. India is a Hindu country. What is America? What's the structure, the DNA that went into the idea of this great experiment called America? There's a new book out that maintains that without Rome, America will perish. Provocative thesis. I can't wait to dig into it with you right now, straight ahead on The Patrick Coffin Show. Welcome back. Yes, indeed, Timothy Gordon holds degrees in philosophy, literature, and law. He's taught at various schools and community colleges across Southern California. His essays and commentaries have appeared all over the place in spots like the Imaginative Conservative and elsewhere. He's also the author of the book we're going to dig into today, Catholic Republic, Why America Will Perish Without Rome. Tim Gordon, great to have you on the show, sir.
Thanks so much, Pat.
I like how you really beat around the bush about what your book is about. You know, it's like, what is he trying to say here? Very provocative.
I like to leave
thesis.
it vague. Yeah,
I
thanks.
first encountered your thought on this in Catholic Answers magazine probably a year ago, and it was a kind of a distilled version of the full thesis that appears in your book published by Milo Yiannopoulos. And it's such, it goes to the heart of what I'm trying to do here with my little micro media platform, because you're talking about what inspired the founding documents of the United States of America, who the thinkers were that went into the crafting of these documents, and the ways in which they heavily borrowed, shall we say, from thinkers like Aristotle, Thomas Aquinas, the Catholic natural law theory, and that whole tradition, without necessarily telling anybody that was their original source material. And so we have this melange of Protestantism and Enlightenment thinkers. So first of all, thanks for writing the book. And how did this thesis kind of begin to gel in your mind before you started writing?
Thanks, Patrick, and thanks for having me on again. Yeah, the thesis really came to me as a number of papers that I did in law school. And actually, prior to law school, I was working on a doctorate at the Pontifical Gregorian University under Kevin Flannery, and had to leave that behind. So it was literally a kind of, I go through and I trace out the book's chapters as a number of papers, and they came to me as revelations, which sounds corny and cliched and overused in Catholicism or religious thought in general, but literally they were each of the chapters were an oh wow moment for me.
Like epiphanettes?
Epiphanettes, vignettes of epiphanies, if that's what you meant. Yeah. So yeah, that's the way that my relationship with Catholic Answers began. Was I shared these epiphanettes, and it went from there. The one thing you said that's important: everything, the borrowing, the heavy commandeering of Catholicism that takes place in the colonies, in the Declaration, and then the Constitution is all. You can do this little trick. Just add the word, the prefigurative crypto before each of these terms. Like they borrowed crypto Catholicism from the church. And yeah, it's a strange thing, because not only is republicanism, small r, republicanism writ large, really Catholic, but it's the res publica. The main thing about republicanism is the natural law. And today, there's no real extant form of the natural law outside of the church, outside of Roman Catholicism. It has these pagan roots, but it's all Catholic, yeah.
Evangelical thinkers will often try to dip their foot in the pool of natural law, and they want to kind of, I don't mean this disrespectfully, but they glom on to that tradition as though they see something really important in seeing the world and nature and, to use a fancy word, teleology, the purpose, the end goal of things. But they also think that kind of smells of Romanism, so they want to go back to sola scriptura as well. There's a kind of a ambiguous attitude among many evangelical political thinkers. They want to they want to bring it to the dance, but they don't want to marry it. Hey, this is Patrick Coffin. If you like what you see and hear, and you want to see and hear more, consider joining Coffin Nation as a full member. Just click right here and find out more about what that means. Nipsey, my fedora. That's Coffin Nation, the world's largest online community of culture builders. Click right here. See you on the inside.